Hello YouTubers, I'm standing here on the swing bridge that blocks off the canal when it's closed, and it's on the northern end of the South Bank Marina development. As you can see behind me here, all those buildings are going up between here and the shoreline. The shipyard is building. All it's going to be like a little village down there. Lots of condos. Going to have tennis courts. Everybody's going to have their own one little place to put their dock their boat. It's supposed to be a gymnasium included in the thing. And right now, a 2-bedroom apartment in the place is going for $3 million. So you can live in the village. Of course, you will have strata fees after that, which will be probably at least $1,000 a month. And you'll have a very small little piece of land that you might call your own. And over here we have basically the floating docks of the shipyard. As you can see, some people just came in on a boat, so I'm trying to make this quick. But this is the canal as it goes up towards my property, which is for sale. You can actually see my neighbor's house right there, the white roof. This canal, this bridge, is, when it's open, it has a 37-foot span that's available to pass, and as you can see, the water is quite deep. It's probably 8 to 10 feet at the moment. Actually, it's deeper here than it is actually coming in off the bank of the shipyard in certain spots. The boat slip, which is massive, is 34 feet wide. So this is available for your use if you own the property up the canal. There's a small fee for using it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to walk up the canal here and take little snippets so you can see what it would be like to drive your boat up the canal to my property that is for sale. And as you see, there actually have been boats that have been stolen from this area over here, but this bridge stays like this, closed, unless you actually happen to have one of the garage door beeper thingies that open the bridge. The other option is to have a key code, which the shipyard would give out. But anyway, this is the shipyard, and I'll go on up the canal and we'll take a couple pictures there. Okay, YouTubers, I've just gotten onto the side of the canal. There is the bridge. You can see the boats over there. This is the canal that you would drive the boat up. And as you can see, it's nice and deep through here. And we'll take a walk up and we'll take the next series of pictures up there by that partial dock that you can just barely see on the edge of the canal. Otherwise, it takes me about 10 minutes to walk home from here, but you can be able to see how the canal goes in little snippets here. Okay, we're a little bit farther along here. As you can see, I'm right here at this dock. It used to be a dock. And there is the bridge down there. If you look real close, right in the middle of the bridge are 2 little red lights. And this is the position that if you were in your boat headed out, you would push your little garage door opener key thing, and it would trigger the bridge to get started to open, and those lights will flash when that's the way it tells you that it has received your signal. And the bridge has some little barriers that drop down first, some beepers that happen, and then the bridge starts to swing. So it takes it a little time to actually move, but as you can see, it is a barrier for anybody who wants to steal your boat, unless they happen to have the clicker on them. So it's a little bit of a safety thing. It's not 100%, but it's better than most places, because even Leeward and the shipyard have both had boats stolen. And recently they actually recovered one of them, which is the first that I known of in a long time. So anyway, this is the canal. It goes straight up here. It's going to make a turn to the right, and I'll walk up to where it turns, and then we'll go from there. Okay, YouTubers, I'm at the point of the turn. It's actually a property marker right here on the corner, as you can see. Down there are the boats in the shipyard. So we've come up this way. The canal, as you can see, is still nice and deep, nice and wide. Makes a right-hand turn, and up there is my place. And just for reference, you can see my neighbor's house right there, and then you can see my house next to it over there. But we'll walk on up here and show you the layout. But basically that's what you will be taking your boat up from the ocean and putting it on its own dock. And actually my dock space is 60 by 80 feet. The dock itself is not 100% completed, and it's actually going to be redesigned because I didn't like the way the first part turned out, but we'll talk about that when we get there. But there is the point in the turn. Nice salina on that side. It's actually considered a nature reserve, but theoretically there's not supposed to be anybody build anything over there. Okay, we'll go a little bit further. I walked out. This is my neighbor's dock. She just is finishing up. It's been a couple years in the making. He's put cement block to hold back the land, and as you can see, it's like mine. There's actually, instead of covering the expensive part where you've dug out to have water, you actually put the dock over the land. It's much more secure, and you don't waste that water frontage. So he hasn't quite finished. As you can see, it needs to go over there. But this is his boat slip. It's turned out real nice. He's got some work yet to do, but it takes a little while here. And we're going to walk over here to my place. And here you can see a little bit how mine was built. Unfortunately, when the big storm came through, I lost these two sections of dock right here. But it's basically cement footers framed over it, and they were fastened down with galvanized angles and bolts. And over the 10 years or so that they were there, they actually rusted away enough that when the big storm came, the water came up about a foot over the dock, floated it away, and I was actually, during the tail end of the storm, able to secure it and float it back. And it's been refastened down with stainless steel, but the part out there kind of came out a little crooked. But I was going to go back in there and straighten it back out with some shims and stuff, but after having this experience with the wooden dock and the price of wood these days, I am changing my plans, and the docks are actually going to be concrete. And as you can see, my slip is dug out with the shelf already. It needs to be trimmed up a little bit because it's been dug for quite a few years. But and you also notice that even though the slip has been dug for 12-15 years, the wall on the slip is vertical still. Like the dirt here doesn't seem to fall in. So most people don't put anything like a sheathing to try and keep it in place, because it's really not necessary unless you're out on the beach or someplace like that. That is the floating apartment, obviously, and I've put a temporary dock for the tenants there, and this basically here is now temporary. But this boat slip is 60 feet in depth and 80 feet across, and it has a ramp that can be used to launch boats. This is my boat trailer here. This is my airplane trailer here. Anyway, this is the property. So the expensive part of digging this out has all been done. Like I said, the docks are kind of temporary here at the moment. And I was planning on going around the corner over there and going behind the hangar building, which is 35 by 45, because it has 3 large sliding doors, and one of them's in the back, which would allow you access to the canal through the back door of the hangar. So if you wanted to like build boats, slip them in the water back there, it'd be real easy to do. So anyway, if you were on your boat and you wanted to come up off the ocean, you've got plenty of water, nice run on the canal, and now you have your own private boat slip, and actually you can put 4, 5, 6 boats here with no trouble at all. And we don't have any strata fees or dock fees. So, and we also have 1.7 acres, which allows you to kind of do what you want to do. There's actually room for 5 more houses here. I have my house, which is up on top of the hill, and it's 3 bedroom, 2 bath. It's all solid concrete, so it's not going anywhere. Then I have this house over here, which is 2 one-bedroom apartments, one up and down. And within this building over here is another 1-bedroom apartment, and the floating house is also a 1-bedroom apartment. So I have 4 one-bedroom apartments plus the big hangar building, and you have room for 5 more places if you want to live in the city. But here, as you can tell, it's nice and quiet. Have a nice little breeze. I do have 39 years worth of junk sitting around, which is going to be cleaned out here soon, but it's something that you wouldn't even have to do anything with, and still you're going to be making money from day one, bringing in rent. Or if you wanted to build your own special place, you've got plenty of room to do it. And you can finish up this dock and stuff and make it real nice. I just haven't had the time yet. And right at the moment I'm looking to start a different adventure. So anyway, that's why the property is for sale. If you have any questions, let me know. The price is negotiable. Just contact me on my website or through Facebook. And be happy to work with you and show you around.